It's an up-close and personal look at the front line of the Shelter Cove wildfire and the men and women who are working hard to fight it for Prime Minister Stephen Harper. The Prime Minister made a quick stop in West Kelowna to check in on one of the more than 250 wildfires burning in BC, expressing his concern for the current situation in this province and across the country.
When the dust settles, so to speak, on all of this, we're obviously going to sit down and assess what new or different needs to be done in the future, what we can do in terms of coordination, better coordination, resources, mitigation. We'll look at all those things. There's been a good cooperation among governments in this, among various agencies, and certainly the federal government always stands ready to provide additional assistance if that's necessary.
The next step in how to make sure that we prevent fires in the following season, what we do nationally, is a conversation that we need to have after this fire season is over, because we gotta be on top of this now, and it's all hands on deck right now.
With the province spending more than $140 million battling the 1,300 wildfires that have broken out already this season, and the possibility of spending another $300 million more this year, the question to the federal government was posed: is Clark right in assessing that this season is the new normal due to climate change, altering terrain, and drying out the land?
We have brought in some regulations to deal with this issue. It's why we're the first government, the federal government in Canadian history, to actually see greenhouse gas emissions decline. And of course, we're working with our partners and allies to produce a good, legally binding, comprehensive international agreement at the end of this year in Paris. So we'll continue that work. In the meantime, though, our focus is obviously on dealing with this particular problem and what we can do about this particular problem as we go forward.
For now, Clark has called on the federal government to possibly support BC with an enhanced military presence. As for the future, she says that won't be discussed until after the fire season. For Castanet News, I'm Zielinski.